Good morning, good Friday morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? I am doing fine. It is the day before the weekend. I am so excited about it. The sun is shining and everything is all right in my neck of the woods right now. Knock on wood. Everything all right now. But anyway, as you guys enter the room, uh, I'm going to start the chat box. And I hope that you guys are going to have a great weekend, going to unwind, take some time offline, go outside, breathe in some fresh air, enjoy the sun. Spring is here, and we know that when spring comes, it is always a sign of new birth, new life, new hope. The winters are so long, drab, and boring that we get kind of cranky with each other, and there is a lot of cranky around here that's going on. Okay. So let me start this chat box if I can, so that we can discuss some things. Let me see here. Ooh, chat this chat box. I tell you. Mm, mm, mm. All right. All right. We have kickoff. If you guys could please hit the number one to let me know that you could hear me. If somebody could. Oh, good morning, Sam. Good morning, Kareem. Y'all please hit the number one. Uh, Thank you, Kareem. Let me say my good mornings. Good morning, Mimi126. Good morning, Fayette Patton. Good morning, Dorothy Muldrow. Good morning, Sam. She said at work, but I will pop in and out as much as I can. Thank you, Samantha. Have a good day at work. My general is here, Kareem. Good morning. Kathy G. Good morning. Libra Sun Goddess. Good morning. Listening to listen to me in the cut at work. Thank you, Libra Sun Goddess. All right. Cloud, good morning, Cloud. All right. Origins of me, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me ask you guys something. Well, let me start with a statement. Yesterday, I went to see the movie Us, okay, because I wanted to support Jordan Peele. He's a black horror film director. So I wanted to, show my support, and go out and give him my little coin, you know what I mean? So that he will be able to make more movies. Good morning, MJAK. So I went to see the movie Us. Child, I have to see that movie again to catch all the Easter eggs and all the hidden meanings that were in that movie. I was like, honey, Jordan, you're doing way too much. So have you guys has anybody in the room seen the movie Us? And if you're going to see it, you might not want to listen to this portion of the show because we're going to be having some spoilers when we talk, but we're going to talk about it, okay? Because it was so much going on. Cloud says, I'll be here until 11 a.m. The Queen has an appointment. Okay, Cloud, yeah, this one ain't going to be a long one right here because we're not going to have a call-in show. We're just going to, be talking about a few things. Uh-huh. Good morning. Joyce said, nope. Okay. Yes, you see it, Chantel. Thank you. Good. So you will at least one person in the room that's gonna understand what I'm talking about. Yes, Auntie. Oh, you seen the movie? Oh, good. Yay! My general seen it. Good, good. You seen it, Dorothy? Jessica said she saw it. Okay, so guys, I don't know what you thought. Guys, could you please hit the like button on the way in the door too? And also, guys, the chat box is in slow mode as usual, which means that if you when you make a comment, you'll have to wait a minute or so to make another comment, or else the chat box um is going to delete your comment. It's not me deleting it, but it'll be the comment deleting it. Okay, so we ain't going to stay here long today, but let's talk about the movie Us for those of you guys that have seen it. Okay, so like I said, I went to see the movie Us. Number one, I went to see, Jordan Peele. He always has to make some kind of social justice statement, in the movie. But you kind of have to sift through a whole bunch of hidden meanings in the movie to even understand the movie. Okay, I liked it. How's everyone doing? I pray everyone is having a fantastic Friday. I cannot with Mr. Peel, the horror. I do love him. I saw all the spoilers though. Oh, okay. Well, He is, good morning, Eric. He is supposed to be a horror film director, right? And he is, but I think that he is getting horror movies mixed up with social justice movies, and he's trying to mold the two together because he wants to be a horror movie film director, which is cool, but it's also like he wants to be some kind of social justice or some kind of a voice for the people. Movie director as well. And I think that for the sake of Jordan Peele's audience, when they go to see these movies, he needs to differentiate the two. Okay? Because we know in the movie Get Out, he had a hidden meaning. It was about the non-black people thinking that they could live longer and live longer and have physically better lives if they inhabit the body of black people, right? And so, yeah, reality is scary. Yeah, I think he is molding that together too, Jessica. So you're right about that. And so that's what the movie Get Out was about, right? And he kind of molded those two movies together in my mind because there were odd with the hands across yeah, the hands across America reference. That's another thing, Kareem, because a lot of younger people are not going to get that reference, the hands across America reference. The reason why she kept staring at the hands across America t-shirt, we know that Adelaide was switched with red, and the real Adelaide was underground. Good morning, TM. And the fake Adelaide was up living her life. She grew up. The real Adelaide didn't leave the tunnel, and so she's the only one that could talk and the only one that had a brain down there. So she wanted to make this uprising with the tethered people, which were and then a lot of people didn't catch the reference to where the little girl said they're putting fluoride in the water, right? And also across the Hands Across America reference was that commercial, the Hand Across America, that was in '83 or '82 when Reagan was in office, and they started putting fluoride in the water, right? And there's a conspiracy theory that they got so much fluoride in the water, it's making people act erratic. But when they first started in the '80s, the conspiracy theory was they started putting fluoride in the water to control people, right? And a lot of and there's also a conspiracy theory going around that because there's so much fluoride in the water that it's making people act real volatile and real hostile and real emotional. And we know that things have gotten over the years. You can see a difference as opposed to if you were raised in the '80s as opposed to this day and age. Things are a lot more volatile and a lot more hostile, and that was one of the references in the movie that I don't think a lot of people caught. Do you see what I'm saying? And as far as the tethered go, also there's a reference to cloning. A lot of people thought it was about duality, but it was about cloning. And when you got, and that's also, they made a reference of that, a Bible reference, Jeremiah 11:11, basically saying that religion and government cannot coexist, right? And so another reference to the Hands Across America into the '80s was a reference of that's when they started. They believe that's when they started cloning people, and they started the first successful cloning was a rabbit. That's why the tethered people underground, they were not necessarily doppelgangers; they were clones, and I don't think a lot of people caught that. They were clones of human beings, and if you will notice that the tethered people only existed in America, which was another yes, as above, so below. That's a part of it too. So you mentioned another metaphor. He's got some kind of how you go to an art museum and you see those art those what do you call it, the what type of art is it? It's the art when everybody gets a different meaning, abstract art. When you watch when you view an abstract piece of art, everybody sees something different. And I think that maybe he was going for that, but he was trying to make a horror movie, plus he was trying to make a social justice statement. you know it was a lot going on in that movie. I was like, I gotta wait till that movie come out on DVD to try to decipher what was going on. Then they had those three rabbits, the three black rabbits, and I think the three black rabbits was the rabbits that was being cloned in order for them to have something to eat. you know, and of the three black rabbits also I thought symbolized the Illuminati. I don't know why. But honey, it was crazy. I said, you got a lot going on in this movie. Come to find out at the end of the movie, Adelaide was the real fake Adelaide in red. Oh, and did y'all catch the part to where the little boy had been switched out at some point in time too? See, a lot of people they didn't mention a lot about that, but the little boy, he was a tethered as well. He had been switched out. And when Red stole the little boy, and the reason why she didn't kill the little boy is because that was her little boy. And the little boy that was supposed to have been tethered, he was actually the real little boy. And I was like, wow, but he couldn't talk like Red could talk. He had a brain too, but he couldn't talk because he burnt his face because he was a pyromaniac. I was like, what in the world is going on here? So I was like, honey, but folks ain't gonna catch all that symbolism, Jordan. And I was like, I like the movie, but I'm like, no, when people go into the movie, they want to see a horror film and they don't want to have to decipher what you mean by a horror film. You have to you're overthinking it, Jordan. No wonder it took him 3 years to make the movie because, honey, he need to write a book. I'm thinking, oh, okay. He was doing the most in that movie. So, Chad, I think he a good director. He just needs to, if he wants to be in a horror genre, he needs to make horror films. We don't need no hidden meanings. We don't need no social justice commentary wrapped up in a horror film when we just want to go to a horror movie and be scared. Like say you're going to see what is it, the Friday the 13th Jason. We know what Jason about. We get it. There is no hidden meaning to Jason. We get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, Libra Sun gotta say I gotta see the movie, even though I know I'm gonna have a nightmare. But I mean, what you will do is you'll go home and be like, well, what? What did I just watch? Huh? What? There was some scary parts in the movie and some parts that didn't make sense. Sam said, I saw more between the lines of the movie like I do most of. Yes, yeah, I think you're supposed to see. That's right. No, it wasn't really scary. You're right about this, Sam. But I think it's like I said, it's like abstract art. You get, different meanings out of the movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was more of a drama, Kareem. That's what I mean about his social justice commentary. You know what I mean? And so it's crazy. The whole movie was just, I'm like, Jordan, really? Really stick to horror. If you want to do a horror film, do a horror film. And then it made me thinking. I kept thinking about the movie Get Out, the first movie, and I'm thinking, well, these movies have something in common and they're linked together. Because like I said on the movie Get Out, the white people was trying to inhabit the bodies of the black people because it thought it would make them live longer, right? And so in the movie in this movie Us, they were talking about cloning and duality. And I'm thinking, well, okay, so is the movie Get Out a prerequisite to what happened in the future and cause the cloning of all these people that live down below? Because in the movie Get Out, it was having two souls. It was gonna be two souls living in one body. Like if they could have transformed the black guy into the body of the white man, it would have been two souls in that body, and they would have been fighting each other because one soul always has to be dominant, right? But in this movie Us, they were talking about human cloning, and clones don't have a soul. They have the body, but they don't have the soul. And I was like, what? Somebody say, hello there, hello there. Hey, Miss O, the movie was so confused. Yes, every time I figured out something else took place. You're right about that. Hello. Wanda said, I'm going to have to see it again. Yes, because it was a lot I didn't understand. Exactly. Girl, I'm going to have to wait till it come out on DVD to cite and take notes. Okay. He overthought that movie. And when you're going to a movie, a lot of people don't understand the references. You kind of have to make it simple in order for the people to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So it was a good movie, but it was too many hidden meanings in that movie. And that just was, I truly feel these movies are speaking. They are. He is trying to tell us something on a deeper meaning, Samantha. You're right about there were several references that I'm not even mentioning because I don't want to go that deep in this video. Like the tethered living underground and only being in America. That could also speak to the lower class and the upper class in America. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a lot. I truly feel these movies. Oh, okay, I read that. Orgism. He said, "See, I thought it was connected to." Yeah, I feel like the two movies was connected. I really do. I believe he is causing us to read and research things. Look at, and I think that that's what he wants us to do too. Say it, Patton, and that's a good thing. But a lot of people are not gonna catch that. A lot of people it's just gonna go over their head, and that's unfortunate because we know because our educational system, our public educational system, is deteriorating. A lot of young people ain't gonna get it. A lot of young people ain't gonna get that '80s reference. Do you see what I'm saying? That Hands Across America reference. So yeah, hmm it was many parts that made me mad. Is that right, Sam? What part made you mad, Sam? I don't know what you mean, Auntie. After the movie, I was like, hold on a minute. I know, right? I know. It was crazy. It was too. He was doing too. He just tried to put too much into that movie, and he overthought the movie. In my opinion, it was a good movie, but as far as the general public go, he need to dumb it down a bit. He a smart man, but if you have to dumb it down for some people, and because some people ain't gonna get it. You know what I mean? And then you didn't spell it out at the end. You didn't let people know what was going on at the end. Now at the end, we did figure out that Red was the real Adelaide and Adelaide was the tethered. But then we knew something was going on with Adelaide in the movie because she had speech impediments going on. And then when the movie first started, they showed her going into the fun house and they saw her running out, but they didn't let us know to the end that the Adelaide that ran out was the tethered Adelaide, was the fake Adelaide. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of people thought it was about doppelgangers, but it was about clones. The clones don't have a soul. And you saw another reference to her being a fake Adelaide in the car because she was so offbeat with the music. You saw a reference to the little boy not being the real little boy because he stopped speaking. He stopped speaking because he couldn't talk because he was tethered. And the little boy, the real little boy, he burnt his face, he burnt his mouth, he melted his mouth, because he burnt it, and he couldn't talk anyway and tell nobody, hey, it's me, I'm the real little boy. You see what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. And then I thought, Sam said, I agree. Think he want to put as many messages in the movie as possible. But he made it confusing. I agree, Kareem. He just was trying to put too many messages in there. I enjoyed Get Out more, better psychological, spiritual, and social commentary. Us was okay. People on stupid, LOL. Is art and up for It's absolutely art and up for interpretation. I was just saying, as far as the general population go, you need to dumb it down a little bit. And I know people are not stupid. You know what I mean? I hope nobody don't think I'm saying that. I'm just saying, as far as a horror movie go, it ain't got to be all that. It just needs to be a horror movie. And if he wants to make some kind of social justice stance, he needs to make a movie like that, separate from the horror genre. I just think he needs to separate it. So yeah, but he's a good director. I liked it. He's a very smart man. It's just that some people are not going to get it. So yeah, that was kind of what I thought about it. And Claude, I'm eating some in my mind, very much intrigued about this movie. Thank you, Libra Song Goddess. I hope you will go see it, girl, for real. Or just he says the Bible, a verse. Yeah, Jeremiah 11:11. Yeah, it was also when the perfect time for her to be down there, cause that's when the doors of the fun house open. Yes, and it was a that was a biblical reference. And if you know what Jeremiah 11:11 means, basically when you break it all down, it's saying that God is not pleased, with us, in the world, but specifically as it pertained to Americans, because the tether said that we are Americans, which means the story was only going on in America because of the human cloning. God is not pleased with the government tampering with people. The government is trying to overthrow God because you're creating people, but what you cannot create is a soul, and God is not pleased with that. So he's going to turn his back on America, especially if the tethered take over, because he's not going to be pleased with that. they do not have a soul. If you do not have a soul, you can't even perceive of a God. You know, man is your God instead of the Almighty being your God. So I think that's why that reference was put in there. That's it's my interpretation. Okay, this will be real good as a TV series to break it down over time. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I agree. No offense taken. Oh, okay. And Miss Olivia, no offense taken. Oh, okay. Libra Sun Goddess. What I say? Jessica True says psychology. I got you, Miss Olivia. Yeah, Jessica, you know what I mean? Wanda Mathis, he has another movie coming out on CBS that's really related to today's time. Good. And maybe he'll have more time to explain it away. Because when you try to cram so much stuff into a 2-hour movie, it just being people just end up being confused. But I think that Us would be a really good TV series, at least an HBO series or something like that. I think it will be great to unpack all those Easter eggs and all those subliminal messages that he had in the movie. You know what I mean? hmm Sam says I might be weird, but I like movies like that. I think because I am. Yes, but see, here's the thing, Sam. I like the movie too because it left me thinking about it. It left me wanting it left me wanting to decipher the hidden meanings. You know what I mean? But everybody is not a deep thinker. You know what I mean? Wanda said I think so too. Yeah, and that's why I said that Us would be a great, series type movie, like an HBO type series. And so yeah, but everybody's not a deep thinker. Samantha. And some people just want to be entertained. you know. So it was a good movie, but some people won't get it, and some people might feel disappointed because they didn't understand a lot of the meanings and stuff in the movie. But overall, it was a good movie to me. But it'll go over a lot of people's heads, some people's heads, especially young people, because they simply not going to get that 1980s reference. They're not going to get it. They did not live in that time. And Miss Olivia, oh, when you were saying you don't want to call any, yeah, no, stupid or dumb, yeah, for not picking up certain things, yes, that's why I said no. Oh, okay, Libra, thank you, baby. Yeah, no, that was not my intention because, like you said, art is interpretive, and everybody interprets it a different way, and everybody's not going to have the same level of understanding. But thanks for not being offended because that was not my intention. A lot of people just didn't get it. And you really got to think about it, which I think he wanted to people to leave, thinking about the movie or whatever. I just think he overdid it a little bit. That's my issue, but I enjoyed the movie. I got my money's worth. I did not feel, let down by the movie or anything. I just think that for the general public, if it's a horror movie, there needs to be a horror movie. Like I said, if you want to make a social justice movie, you need to make a social justice movie. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, Kareem said yes. This is the kind of movie you have to watch more than once. Yes, absolutely. I have to wait till it come out on DVD, Kareem, so I can try to decipher more of it. You know, because I'm thinking and I'm trying to decipher the movie, but I'm trying to look at the movie, so I'm missing stuff. I'm seeing stuff that I can't think about. I'm still deciphering it even today. As I'm talking to y'all a little bit at a time. I still don't get that whole three black rabbits thing. Was it Illuminati reference? Was the three black rabbits the rabbits that were being cloned because they were upside down at one point? You know what I mean? All of that. You know what I mean? But I think that's deep about the human cloning because you have to be dumb to think that they just cloning animals, around here and they ain't cloned no humans yet. You know what I mean? Well, it was a movie a while ago. What was that movie? The Manchurian Candidate. They talked about cloning in that movie, The Manchurian Candidate. This suspense movie a long time ago. Yes. Oh, okay. I read it. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's enough about Us. If you hadn't seen it, please go see it. It's a very deep movie, and you have to see it more than once. But it's very entertaining. You know what I mean? I hope I didn't give away too many spoilers to people that haven't seen it yet. But yeah, it was pretty deep. It was pretty deep. And anyway, guys, on another note, I also, or just me say, yeah, I learned from Get Out that he was conflicted with how he wanted to. Yeah, yeah. So I decided to wait. Yeah, he's conflicted about what he wants to do. Good morning, Miss O. Chat. Good morning, Gigi's life. Yeah, he don't know if he want to make social justice movies or horror movies. I think he's a horror movie fan. He grew up on horror movies. I mean, he's a very smart man. And he's just. I think he conflicted within himself. That's a good statement, Oranges of me. He conflicted within himself. You're gonna make a movie about Get Out, but you married to an Anglo woman. I'm thinking, wait, what? So he conflicted in his brain. You'll be going to watch it on Sunday. Okay, good, Libra. Let me know what you think about it after Sunday. We'll talk about it again. But it's so crazy. But like I said, I'm gonna have to wait till the DVD come out to decipher more of it. I just found it very interesting. You know what I mean? And then I found it very interesting how the other tethered people, when they was killing all the other people, they killed them real fast, but they were slow to kill Adelaide's family. I found that interesting too. I found it interesting about the little boy being switched out at some point in time because they said that was their yearly vacation. It was crazy. I was like, okay, all right. A lot of people didn't catch the references of the little boy, like when the sand was on the beach. Everybody else be building sand castles, and he was building tunnels because he was remembering that he used to live down there in those tunnels. That's why he was building tunnels and not sand castles. So yeah, a lot of stuff was going on in that movie, but I was deeply intrigued about it because I am a thinker. You know what I mean? Fayette says, "Thank you for being a fresh wind on these YouTube streets. A lot of crazy, yes, a lot of craziness is going on with a lot of YouTubers. Keep us talking about real issues and good conversations. Love you, thank you, Fayette. I appreciate that. Which is a perfect segue out of the movie Us to the other topic that I wanted to talk about, and that is, you certainly will. Thank you, Libra Sun Goddess. The other thing I want to talk about is I want to ask a question. Do black women lives matter too? Now we all know about the Black Lives Matter movement. We know it was started because we started seeing a rise in black men being shot by police officers, being gunned down in the street, like they was dogs. We saw a rise in that, especially after Barack Obama was elected president of these United States. America pretty much had a meltdown. We thought we was ready for a black president, a quote unquote black president, but evidently we were not. And we have had social justice issues on the rise ever since, the election, the electing of Barack Obama, which is said to be the first black president in America. So that's where the Black Lives Matter movement stemmed from. That a rise in black men being shot. We all know that. But my thing is, what about black women? Do we matter? A lot of we've seen in this sector, we've seen a lot of black back and forth between men and women. And if you'll go to, and when I was on the and uh, what is the general can attest to this? Yes, because there is no us without you. We better make it matter. Absolutely, absolutely. Which is my point. But we see a lot of division between black men and black women online. Not only in this entertainment sector over here, but we also you have to. Some guy said, I have to have a balance. Can't hear you talk about the same thing every day. Oh, that's true. Like I said, we see a division between black men and women. I'm gonna stop reading the chat box for a minute. Not only in this sector, but also when I was over in the black conscious sector. There's a thing over there called the gender wars. When the men go at the women and the women go at the men. They've been doing this evidently for over a decade online, on YouTube in particular. I've only been here for under 2 years making videos because I've had a YouTube account for many years, I think from 2011, but I only used to look at videos like music videos and DIY videos, as like making jewelry videos and stuff like that. I had no idea that there was this part of YouTube, the quote unquote black sector of YouTube, people discussing these types of issues. Do you see what I'm saying? And I came over here. I started making videos because of a video that I seen on Facebook, the devil book of a woman by the name of China Fox. And I was so offended by that video of hers because she was speaking very derogatorily. You see what I'm saying? In particular about black men. And so I wanted to give a response to that video. And so that's how I segue into making videos on YouTube. It's been less than 2 years. I'm so grateful to everybody that supports me. I now have over 10K subscribers. I feel blessed. I feel humbled, by that. I feel humbled by that. It's not a lot to some people, but it means a lot to me, simply because of my age and the things I talk about. And for that people that are willing to at least listen and try to attempt to understand what it is that I'm trying to tell everybody, that means a lot to me. I didn't expect that. And so that means the world to me. You know what I mean? And so anyway, like I said, we're seeing a growing division, it would appear, of black men being against black women. And I think, and I always say that, thank you, Libra Sun Goddess. And I always say that when you go online, it's like a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. And the reason why I asked the question, do black women lives matter too? Like I said, we see the gender wars online, but in the real world, in the world we live in outside of social media, we have started seeing a rise in black women being attacked. The content creator by the name of, wow, that's cool. Oh yeah, Wanda. I gotta stop reading it. For a couple of days now, the content creator, A Little Shade Our Love, has posted a couple of very disturbing videos about black women being attacked. One was a young black woman. She was attacked outside of a bar by a bartender. He pulled a gun on her. He proceeded to hit her in the face about 5 or 6 times. Do you see what I'm saying? And this was a white man that did this to a black woman. There's also been several other incidents. She posted another incident of where a black woman was being beat up by a highway patrol officer. She was hit in the face, 5 or 6 times. There's been other incidents. We've seen other videos online. But what you don't see is some kind of public outcry, some kind of public acknowledgement of us, many of us black women, being attacked. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's an issue. And a lot of black women also feel attacked online. Like I said, what goes on online, on YouTube in particular, that's what I'm talking about. But across all platforms, a lot of platforms, I'll get to that, Sam. You're seeing these women being attacked. A lot of women, a couple of women in particular come to mind in this sector. Heidi Fly, she got triggered by the way Sean Bradley was talking to her. Rob, she got triggered by Sean Bradley. And somebody said something about, I didn't see the video, but they said that Zero Tolerance had a gun on the screen. He said that he was going to come and shoot Tracy or something like that. Like I said, I didn't see the video, right? And a lot of women are being triggered. But as far as women on YouTube in this sector, I just want to say to you guys, and you've seen, and we've also seen, what is her name? VS Conscious, Susie, start a women's empowerment movement for whatever reason, right? And my thing is, that chick Chanel said, what bothers me is that when something happens to black men, we have their back, but when we are attacked, there is no one backing us up. Sometimes black men will back the attackers. You're absolutely right. It's which is why I'm discussing this today. You're right about that chick Chanel. And you saw that video. It was horrific. Miss Davis says they attack because we don't matter to them, clearly. Well, you're right about that. And part of the reason why black women are attacked by white men in particular in the real world offline is because they've been on social media and they see so many black men bashing black women. That they think that the black women are unprotected. They think we don't have any defense. In our defense, in every other race, the men protect the women in any other race, except for this race. White men, they put their women on a on a pedestal. They're quick to defend their women, whether it be in real life or in or online or wherever. They defend their women. They don't speak derogatorily in massive amounts because they know that they have to defend the women of their race. That doesn't happen. That's not happening here between us black people. It would appear not on an individual basis, but as far as collectively, the whole world, everybody else is seeing black men. Uh, not protecting black women, and it would appear that black men hate black women to everybody else in the race. So it lets a lot of Anglo men in particular here in America feel that they can treat the black woman any kind of way because the black man don't care about her no way, which leaves us defenseless. It leaves us with the appearance of collectively unprotected as black women because our black men are not caring for us anyway. Okay. And so, and as it pertains real quick, to black men, black women online, if you know that you are going to be triggered by something a black man could say to you, simply do not engage. Like I said the other day to Heidi Fly, if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. Me, I don't engage with these men because I don't want to be triggered, because I think that it's very disrespectful when you speak to a woman in certain ways, and especially when you speak derogatorily to a woman, it triggers me. It pisses me off because I am not you, and because in my real life I am not disrespected in that manner, and I do not tolerate it. So because I'm not going to tolerate it in my real life, I'm not going to tolerate it online. And the way for me not to tolerate it online is to simply not engage with these men. Do you see what I'm saying? I've been called a couple of names, online, but I'm simply not going to engage. And it's because I know whatever you call me, it doesn't matter to me anyway, because I'm a little different when it comes to being online, because I do not internalize those things, those negative stereotypes and those negative names that are being called to me by being in particular. I don't internalize that. I don't internalize anything that goes on online. Because when I turn off my computer, I'm done with the thing. A lot of people can't separate virtual reality, which is the internet, with reality, which is how we live our daily lives. You're internalizing it. You're taking it to heart. And part of the problem is you shouldn't take these things to heart that you read online, or you shouldn't take something to heart that something somebody says about you in a video or online, because they don't even know you. So you shouldn't internalize it. It shouldn't trigger you. Do you see what I'm saying? So in order for me not to be triggered by disrespect, I simply do not engage. That's a little word to the wise, to the women that get triggered by what some of these men say. So I simply do not engage, and I do not take it to heart. So and that means I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be upset about anything a man or a woman says about me online, because you do not know me and I do not internalize it. But a lot of people do. Like I said, when I cut off the computer, I'm done with the thing. And if you should say something about me while you're online, it really don't matter to me anyway. You don't know me, and what you say about me ain't none of my business, no way. What you think about me ain't none of my business. That's between you and your emotions. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I wish people would just stop, internalizing. That's right, Purse. You are what you answer to. If you don't consider yourself to be a B, or whatever derogatory name a man calls you online, if you don't address yourself in that manner, if you don't have any kind of underlying issues with yourself, like a self-hate issue or something like that, it shouldn't bother you. You should let it go right over your head. Okay? I simply do not engage. You know. Cloud said for some content creators, real life and YouTube life are intertwined. That's right, Cloud, and that's the problem. They're internalizing it. That is the problem. You're right about that. I think that's where yes, that's absolutely where the problem starts. They're internalizing this social media. They're intertwining it with their real life. And the virtual reality world is just not your reality. It's just that you can't separate the two. And some people spend too much time on social media. That's why you internalizing it. You can't make this social media world your world. You have to turn off the computer sometime. That's why when you see people getting over on other people and manipulating people out of their funds and stuff like this, like the nature boys in the world, it's because you're internalizing the BS. Even some guy that says, since I became a more spiritual, I am a lot calmer. I think a lot clearer. Good luck on your voyage. Origins of Me said, you are so right. Reminds me of Andy Mineo song. I don't know what that song is. Yes, you teach people how to treat you and respect you. Absolutely. It's kind of hard to do that online. You see what I'm saying? Because they're sitting behind a screen. That's why they feel so free to lash out at people. Do you see what I'm saying? Once I'm done watching a video pertaining to another's opinion, I'm done with it. You can't internalize what these people say online. No, you cannot, Miss Davis. That's why I said that. Sam says it, Cloud. That is so true. That is why I struggle with doing my own channel content, because I don't want my life to consume it. That's right. You have to learn how to differentiate the two, Samantha. Do you see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, people need to look at this and look at it as entertainment. Do you see what I'm saying? When I'm roasting and gagging and being real petty and being real silly, do you see what I'm saying? It's entertainment. When I'm speaking, when I'm trying to share some knowledge, like I'm trying to do right now, as opposed to some of the other videos that I do where I'm just being petty and being messy with somebody. Like those videos about, like Mona Simone, for instance. I'm being real petty. You know what I mean? I'm telling you the truth about it, but it's on you if you listen or not. Because everybody got a right to watch who they want to watch and believe what they want to believe at the end of the day. And you can't force somebody to understand your reality. Or you can't force somebody to understand your understanding of another person. That's why we have so many followers and not too many leaders online. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's unfortunate. Klaus said, also, unfortunately, some of our males have devalued black women by constantly calling them B's and H's. Yes, but you don't have to answer that, Cloud. And you don't have to feel devalued as a woman because of what somebody say out of their mouth. Okay? They don't realize by doing that, they are devaluing themselves because they feel so hurt and so angered by women. They're simply lashing out, because sometimes when people lash out in anger, it simply means they're hurt. Okay, and they're lashing out because they're hurt, but they can't say they hurt, so they lash out in anger. You see what I'm saying? Amen. Wise words and well spoken as usual. May God continue. Thank you, Quantina. Miss Daniel says, I know I'm not a insert derogatory word. Absolutely. I don't holler if it doesn't relate to me. Absolutely. My blood pressure ain't going to get high because you call me fat or you call me a B or you call me whatever. I'm chuckling at you. Behind the screen, you real hype and you doing a real hyped up video. All this and all that about me because you don't agree with what I say, or you don't agree with my opinions, or you don't even agree with my opinion of you. So you real hype. This whole time, I'm sitting back laughing at you because your blood pressure rising, and I'm not internalizing a thing because I'm still going to say what I say. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to watch who I watch, and I'm going to comment on who I want to comment. And what you say don't make me no difference no way. That's the way I live my life. Do you see what I'm saying? You can't dictate to me what I watch and my emotions or anything else. You just simply cannot dictate to me. And I think that a lot of people have a problem because they want to run people. They want to run you online. They want to dictate to you who you can follow and who you can watch. And I'm thinking, well, hold up. This is virtual reality. If you shut the top of your computer down, this virtual reality is gone. You can shut it off at any time. The problem is that many people can't shut it off. They're molding it together. This is not your reality. This is virtual reality. Your reality is what happens to you outside of the computer, outside of YouTube. Be upset about your reality. Try to figure out your reality. You know, and if a man calling you something online, so what? And I could care less. I could honestly, from the bottom of my heart and to my depths of my soul, care less about what you think about me, because the only thing you've seen of me is what I presented to you on the screen. There is so much more to me than what I present on the screen. So for that reason, I don't internalize it, because I realize you don't know me. So in case and because you don't know me, it don't matter anyway. You ain't busting no grapes over here. You know, because in my reality, part of the reason why I don't internalize these things is because I worked with homeless people for a great part of my life, and I have been called everything but a child of God, and including a child of God. I've been called every fat black bee, any way you can say it in the world, and including a couple of different languages. Okay? So this right here, this is child's play to me. You know, I hate to see our women cry too. They need to log off, and they need not to engage, because you can't reason with madness. And if somebody feels hurt, say it's a black man lashing out at a black woman, right? And you get pissed off, turn that computer off and go and get off of here and stop engaging with that person. Yes, there are a lot of emotionally scarred women, online. Take that Heidi Fly. I don't know what happened to her in regards to a black man, but she was so hurt at one time by a black man. When that Sean Bradley said what he said to her, it set her off. It triggered her for several days, because it took her back to a time when a black man was abusing her. I think I heard her say that she was once married to a black man and he used to beat on her or treat her badly, maybe abusive situation. It triggered those old emotions in her. And that's why she's making all these videos and she's speaking out, because she's hurt, you know. But like I try to tell her, if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. Do not engage. If you know this man is going to disrespect you, whether he wrap it up in roasting the gagging or whatever, if you know he going to disrespect you and you know you're going to get mad, don't start it. Don't say nothing. Don't be online crying and stuff because you've been triggered. Because this is social media. If you hit the not interested button on that person's video, you will never see their videos again. It's just that simple. Do not engage. I simply do not engage. You know what I mean? I do not engage. Because I'm going to say what I want to say. And I'm going to feel how I want to feel. I'm going to watch what I want to watch. And I'm going to comment what I want to comment on. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. And it ain't nothing you can say to me that's going to belittle me or stop me or make me feel less than about what it is that I think about you. Because it is nothing that I can say to you to do you that way. So why bother? Do not engage. There are a lot of people, if you notice, I don't comment on in this sector. I simply refuse to comment. I simply refuse. And I see a lot of effery that I can comment on, because y'all know I like to be messy from time to time. But there are a few people on here that I don't even deem worthy of making a video about or even speaking on. Okay? Because if I think you got a real issue with yourself and you can't separate online from offline, then why would I bother engaging? Why would I even bother? It don't make sense. People crying and snotting up all online and stuff because they internalizing this thing and taking it seriously. No. Get offline. Go live your real life. Go live your best life. This right here, this is fun and games. This is fun and games to me. You know. That chick Chanel says the things Heidi says is cringing, and proudly call yourself a bed, which yes, she does. But see, I'm not talking about that part. And you're absolutely right, that chick Chanel. I'm talking about the fact that she's a grown woman and she's allowed herself to be triggered. And no, getting triggered is no joke. It is very draining. Stay off the content if you can't handle it. It's okay not to watch. You're absolutely right. It's okay not to watch. If you know these people is talking crazy about you, don't watch the video. Have enough discipline. Be self-disciplined enough to not watch the video. You know, I Googled myself. I did a search on myself on YouTube the other day. There are a lot of videos out there about me that don't even come across my screen, and I didn't even know about it. Hey, Brandy, I didn't even know about those videos. I didn't watch none of them. None of them. Because I don't care what you think about me. Okay? I'm just saying. No disrespect to nobody's platform. All right? Sometimes I wonder if some of these content creators are being paid by these celebrities, by how hard they ride for them. Well, now, yes, ma'am. Yes. Yeah, make you think that as far as the celebrities goes, absolutely. Somebody said, wow, slip into this, said, wow. That chick Chanel said, but to some people, they can't turn it off because this is all they have. YouTube to them is real. And that's unfortunate, and it's very sad that chick Chanel, if the only thing you have in your life is a computer and the relationships that you formed online, that's a very sad life, and it's unfortunate. But there are a lot of alone people in this world. But you can't be friends with somebody on a computer screen, baby. That's going to be a problem, you know. Miss Davis is at that chick Chanel. She thinks it's a cute fetish or something. Cause if she really know what it meant, she'd reconsider maybe. Well, I mean, she ain't the brightest bulb in the box. So maybe she does think it's cute. And it's unfortunate. That's why I was so upset by by those very derogatory statements she made about the black women that follow Sean Bradley, and some of the statements that she made about him too. That Kareem wipes forehead. There you go. I didn't want to leave out just yet. Uncle Claude had to leave, did he? Child. We just have to stop stop internalizing all this stuff and just get back to the fun and games. You know what I mean? It's not so much fun over here sometimes. It's not real fun over here sometimes because people are internalizing this thing. You know what I mean? You shouldn't internalize it. And you got a lot of scary people on the internet. A lot of like the Nature Boys and the Mona Simones. There are a lot of scary people. The reason why I talk about Mona Simone so much is because she's a very interesting a person to me. You know what I mean? Psychologically, on a psychological level, she's very interesting to me. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like I would like to have her in the lab and to just examine her. Do you see? Examine her brain and her brain patterns and how she thinks. She's very interesting to me. Like her soul is black and corrupted. I would be very interested to know when these problems started in her life. Because she's demented and she doesn't even realize it. But it's not only her, Nature Boy. They put me in the mind of a Charles Manson type person. You know what I mean? It's very interesting to me. I find it fascinating. That's why I keep engaging her so I can learn more and more about her. When she speaks to me and then I speak back and she'll say something about me and I respond, it's because I'm trying to analyze you. I'm trying to look behind your eyes. That's why she think I done doxed her and I got some kind of secret information on her. No, all the information I got on you comes out of your own mouth. I just break it down and analyze it. This is what I do. Thanks, Brand. That's what I do. I analyze a lot of people online. That's why with some people, men and women online, I don't even engage. I don't even bother. You're not even worthy of a video from me. Not even worthy of a video. So yeah. If you're fascinated to me, I'm gonna hone in on it. Do you see what I'm saying? And I even did that in the black conscious sector. Because I used to go at Cynthia G real hard, didn't I, Kareem? She's very fascinating to me too. Cynthia G, she's much like a Mona Simone. Do you see what I'm saying? So those women are very fascinating to me. I think one particular person is just a very huge fan. She even goes hard on Instagram for her. Just who you talking about, Libra Sun Goddess? Hello, Angela. How you doing? And have y'all noticed how Mona Simone got so much power on over them people that she's pretty much shut their movement down? Hey, Dion, she shut their movement down. She done muted them. They scared to say anything about her. YouTube has become a soap opera. Yes, and Younger than the rest. Ain't got child loving hip hop. Ain't got nothing on YouTube. Okay, child. It's just all very fascinating to me. I also find it fascinating how when they left Mona Simone, they was all hyped up and telling people to tell their stories, and now cause Mona Simone, just reminds me of Jim Jones. So she gonna have all them drinking the Kool-Aid in a minute, girl, for real. She shut that chick, what is her name, Ming? She shut her down yesterday by saying she was gonna call her she was gonna call her probation officer on her. She had the girl making videos about the retrograde or something yesterday because she shut her down. And I'm thinking if y'all was really that mad at this person, she wouldn't scare you and just blow the whole brain nation up. But they're never gonna tell anything more than they've told. They even told that what's that Matthew Millam guy not to interview with me. That tsunami chick told him not to interview with me. I think he wanted to talk to me, but she told him not to. Like, what do you have to hide? See, what the problem is with them, if you notice real fast, they can't figure out how to talk their way out of being involved in helping Mona Simone carry out whatever it is that she was trying to carry out. And I feel like some of that stuff was illegal, and they can't figure out how to tell on her without telling themselves. And so they just gonna shut up and they telling everybody around them to just hush. You see, they said a couple of things, but they can't tell it all. And my thing is, why even leave the Brain Nation? Why just not, just not deal? Or if you leave the Brain Nation, just don't talk about it. Because you're not telling the whole truth anyway. Even now, they're afraid of Mona Simone, because they're afraid to tell the whole truth. But my thing is, why bring it up? Why even bring it up? And you see people over there kissing their butt, trying to get along with them, just thinking and holding their breath, they're going to make some new revelation. They ain't going to tell more than they told already. Which one? The Matthew Malam. I seen one about comic books, and then I seen something about him talking about a Beyonce concert in depression. I'm thinking I am not interested. Okay, I do not want to hear any of this stuff from you. You know. So yeah, I just find it fascinating the minds of some people on YouTube. It's fascinating. It's also fascinating that some people are so desperate to be led by other people instead of you leading yourself. I've never been a person to be led by anybody. Do you see what I'm saying? Kareem said yes because Ming said she has done business with Mona like offline. Like I was like, what kind of business? You're right about that, Kareem. You notice when she said that a lot of that money that Matthew Malam gave Mona came through her. And I'm thinking, well, she funneled the money through you. What did you get out of it? See, it's just little things like that that let you know that they can't separate Mona's misdeeds from their misdeeds because they're all complicit. And Mona know they complicit, and that's what she got over their head. That's why they can't just go on and hold to blow the whole lid off of Brain Nation. And really, whatever they say about Mona, honey, she's so deluded that she gonna talk it off and she gonna shake it off, honey, and she gonna continue to have her followers, and she's still gonna be leading these very slow people down a dark path because some souls connect with other souls for a reason. Maria said people with natural leadership skills can be very cunning and persuasive. It is up to them to use it for good or evil. You're absolutely right, Maria. I believe with that. I agree with that. And she ain't even necessarily a leader. She just got she's very quick with her words. She's very quick with it. Do you see what I'm saying? and she can get on over on you if you're a weak-minded person. She can have you thinking that she really care about you when she don't care at all. Brady said he's so stupid. They're gonna use, yeah, they're gonna use him too. Hey, just JOK, just JOK. Hey, it's that chick Chanel. Sorry again, I'm messing up your name. But yeah, I just find these characters fascinating. I find everybody that I engage with fascinating. You know, everybody, every video that I make, whether it's petty or not, you can always learn something, and that's for a reason because I'm constantly learning about people. I just analyze the heck out of people. I can't help it. I was kind of trained to do that. So whenever you talk to me, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, which is why I don't think they wanted that Matthew Malam guy to talk to me, and that's okay. I understand. I wouldn't want him to talk to me either, to be quite honest with you, because I'm gonna get the truth out of him. So yeah, that was why they didn't want him to do that. Shady dealings, absolutely shady dealings. Mona is just like Mr. Sandman. She be selling dreams. She sell a good dream, you know, and she can't deliver. And that's unfortunate. But anyway, child, it's just all fascinating. It's just so much conflict, so many hurt feelings online, and it just fascinates me as to the level that people will go um, to, I guess, feel included or feel counted, or I don't even know how to explain it, but I wish I knew about this side of YouTube. I wish it was this going on online when I was in school. That's what I wish. It wasn't this type of social media to this degree when I was in school. Do you see what I'm saying? Social media we didn't basically have social media when I was in school. It would be fascinating. Fascinating. You know. And so yeah. But you just have to really watch who you engage with and take it with a grain of salt, That chick Chanel says they don't want to talk to you because they are afraid that you will blow the lid out. Girl, I know. I think the rabbit hole goes deep. Absolutely. It wasn't just Matthew. It was others as well. Yeah, I've heard that it was others as well. A lot has changed, Netta girl. You're right about that. I agree with you, Netta girl. I do. You know, and talking about the Us movie when that little girl was talking about the fluoride in the water. Shoot, she got a point about that. Child. I think they're using that fluoride to trigger people's emotions and stuff. Because some people is real sensitive. I never seen so many sensitive men, as a matter of fact, online. I'm not used to that type of man, that type of male, being real sensitive. Facts. I heard Jaded Nerd gave or loaned Mona $4,000. Oh, well, I tell you, the numbers keep going up. When I first heard about that Jaded Nerd, I heard that he had loaned her $1,500. Now it's $4,000. Wow, Miss Davis. It's just so fascinating that people will go through all this. Yeah, subterfuge and extraness. Yeah, but for what? You online and how deep this drama seems. I know. When you just online. I'm thinking, what? Child. Just JOK says, you show right, Miss Olivia. Mona's gab game. Yes. It's crack. It's crack for individuals who are impressed. Yes. And likes her rhetoric. Yes. And yeah, I'm unimpressed as well. I agree. Yes. Yes. That chick Chanel said, girl, yes. He was homeless at the time. And she has not paid. Is that right? Well, how was he homeless and he had $4,000 to give away? You'd think he'd get him somewhere to live. See, I'm confused about that too. How you gonna have $4,000 to give somebody, or even $1,500 to give somebody, and you're homeless? Like, how is that possible? It don't make sense to me. Kareem says, I agree, Auntie. The dudes on here stay, yeah, they stay in their feelings about the same thing. Yes, Kareem. Now, you know that's one reason I had to leave the black conscious sector side, because they talk about the same thing ad nauseum. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. It's the same thing over and over again. The same few talking points. Child, I got so tired of talking about the same thing over there. I was like, oh my God, can we move on, please? Can we please move on? They didn't move on, honey, so I had to move on. I was like, oh my God, give me a break, why don't you? I was like, ooh. You can't believe that the things you hear on this side of YouTube, Libra Sun Goddess. I heard that. Wanda said, my exact question, 4K and homeless. Exactly, it don't make sense. You know, Miss Davis said, PSA, say no to fluoride. Y'all is point. You got that right. Ooh, maybe that's what Jordan Peele should have said. Say no to fluoride on the Us movie. Maybe he should have said that. They're trying to clone you. They're trying to run you with your emotions. Say no to fluoride. Ooh, it's good for the teeth, but bad for the brain. Or something. Oh my God, that is funny. Girl. Child. But y'all, I just wanted to close y'all with that little piece of drama. Because y'all know I had to talk about drama. I had to talk about the secret Brain Nation Society before I left. You know what I mean? You have been enjoying the show on YouTube, though. Yes, it's fascinating. It's very funny. It gets me through my work day. Yeah, the mundane job. Yeah, just put your headphones on and laugh all day. Because some of these videos are hilarious. Okay? A lot of people got a lot of talent on here and they wasting it. Okay? Yeah, thank you, Netta girl. Just JOK said, if you give away 4K and you homeless, time to get some cash. Okay. And I'm not trying to. That's the truth. Just say okay. That's why I was confused. I was confused about when they said he had $1,500 that he gave her and he homeless. I'm thinking, how? Where they do that at? I was confused. It didn't make sense to me. Child. I didn't understand it. What they say, make it make sense? Somebody need to make it make sense to me. Because some of these stories don't make no sense. Like, for real. I'm like, oh my God. What in the world is really going on? Are we really that weak around here? Do we really want to be included to the point to where we're going to go homeless? Or go to jail? Or be threatened with jail? I'm thinking, what the hell? Those bubbles be hypnotizing. I guess it be hypnotizing some of them, girl. Their voice too, their rhetoric as well. Nature Boy do the same thing. He get them to go all the way to over there, Brazil or wherever he is, and what do he say? Live in nature. That's right. Take care of yourself. When the charity starts at home, baby. Charity starts at home, child. Y'all done got me. But anyway, those are some of the things that be cracking me the H up. I'd be like, what? Really? Is y'all for real? Woo. I ain't never seen nothing like it. They have to be some type of witchcraft going on. You'll be surprised. It don't even got to be no witchcraft craft going on. Um, what it is a lot of people are weak-minded. That's what's going on. You see a lot of weak-minded people. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why weak-minded people are easily led. You know. It's crazy. But like I said, child, just do not engage. Woo! He lost his apartment because she didn't prepay. Oh, wow. That was my understanding. Is that right? Is that what happened? So he lost his home. Okay, he lost his home. All right. Because she didn't pay him back. I guess he couldn't pay the rent or something. Oh, wow. Brandy said, I personally don't think it's about informing people about Mona. I see them leaving due to money and greed. Right. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, like I said, people gonna follow who they follow. I'm just letting you know my observation of the whole thing. It's like doing a movie review. Can't hide from heck. Jada Nerd out up a post. Oh, he put up a post stating he wasn't homeless. He said that's a lie. Okay, so he was homeless. Well, that's good. Naylove says, yep, a lot of weak-minded. Yes, weak-minded people, yes. Yes, Jilly May said, hey, Olivia. Hey, chat. Hey, Jilly May. Wanda said, "Wow, Miss Davis says you're the only YouTuber where I like the video before I watch." Thank you. I usually wait till the end to decide if I like a video or not. But your point of view be popping. Thank you, Miss Davis. That means a lot. Thank you for saying that. Maria says Nature Boy has gone private. Oh, has he gone private? Now he's charging $20 a month for his. Is that right, girl? $20 a month for his knife. $20 a month for carbonation. Well, you know, Mona Simone done went private too. She got people signing NDAs, and she said they're gonna move in silence, girl. The Invisible Brain Nation. I'm thinking, well, what do you got to hide? Now I believe this is some paid in full S. I heard, girl, Brandy, I believe it's some paid in full stuff too. You got that right. Child, I agree with you right there. Woo, child. I enjoy Jaded Nerves content. His commentary is I've never watched any of his content. I've never watched any of it. Child. Whew. I cannot. Nature Boy about to give Mona ideas. Maybe she taking lessons from Nature Boy. But you know, those types of people, they don't need no help. They don't need no help at all. Yeah, Maria saying ain't so. Child, it's a lot of stuff going on in these streets. A lot of people are a lot easily led, not just by Mona though. You know, it's a lot of people that lead people around here. It ain't just Mona, and it ain't just Nature Boy. It's a lot of people running game on people around here. You know, like you said, it's a lot of people that want to be included, especially a lot of older people that figure they ain't got no, you know, they sad and lonely, maybe alone, their kids done moved away, or everybody know they done died. Everybody know, you know, the real friends and stuff done died out, so they turn to the internet, you know, and want to be included because they don't want to be alone. So they, Maria said, I'm so afraid. So they turn to the internet to try internet. You can't find no friend on the internet, honey. You're going to get done. Somebody going to do you one way or the other. You know, somebody's going to take advantage of you when you're seeking to make friends online. That don't make no sense. Somebody said, I have watched, Just JOK said, I have watched a few of his videos, but I had no idea he and Mona had history until recent events with Matt. Jilly May said, that's true, Miss Olivia, because people like her. Yes, people like her exist, offline and online. See, the issue with the World Wide Web is a lot of dysfunction that a lot of people weren't privy to in the real world. It's closer for these people, these types of people, to draw you in online. Do you see? It's you know, we're connected even closer to each other online. So that's why a lot more people are falling prey to those victimizer types people. You know. So yeah, those $20 be added up for these Patreons is too much. Is that what he's doing? Charging $20 on Patreon, Miss Davis? Oh wow. They love say other game runners. Yes, absolutely. Tommy Sotomayor, Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson. The list goes on. You're absolutely right, Naylove. You're absolutely right. Cynthia G. You know, over in the black conscious sector. It used to be China Fox, but she found her a man, and she done lost all that fire that she had in her belly, speaking out against black men. Because she found her a black man, and now she laid up and happy. You know. So, yeah. It's a lot of them going on around here. It ain't just Mona. You're right about that. You know. But if she gonna run game at the end of the day and people gonna listen to it, really, that's on them and that's on her. When I'm making my videos, shoot, I'm not trying to make no social justice stance. I'm just trying to hip a few people to a game. I'm trying to you know, give my opinions on the straight effery that she making, and I'm trying to be petty. You see what I'm saying? It ain't that deep for me. I really don't care at the end of the day. Because people gonna do what they gonna do. I don't listen to Paris Milan anymore. No, I don't. She too young and silly for me. I'm still trying to figure out Umar. Umar a whole scam, girl. He a whole charlatan. I often watch another YT that covers his activities and such. But you know, they expose Umar for his fake school donations and all this and all that. He's still making donations. He's still getting in racking in money. He's still doing speaking engagements. You know, the way that they get people, stop the thirst is pathetic. The way that they get people is they spit some knowledge to people while running game on them. They spitting you some truth. They running game with the knowledge. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of people do this. What's your thoughts on Chrissy? You mean Chrissy on the end? I like some of the things that Chrissy says, but I don't agree with all of it. You know, and that's what I think about Chrissy. That was Make Sure Channel Good. You offer PSA's public service announcement. Thank you, Jilly Mae. Yeah, I like some of the things that she say, but not all of it. I don't agree with all of it. Umar has been scamming for years. Yeah, Silver Tongues. Absolutely. Absolutely, he been scamming for years. He ain't, like I say, he ain't the only one. He ain't the, but after a while, you have to ask yourself, especially if you're like a Matthew Malam or even a what's her name? That fell for Ming or Tsunami. What part did they play in this? You know, because you still have to take responsibility for your own actions. So you wanna make this person be the villain, but what part did you play in your victimization? You know, a lot of people don't want to be accountable. You know, because you are accountable. You engaged with that person. So you have to be accountable for engaging with that person in the first place, in my opinion. You know. So yeah. Auntie, I'm about to get ready to log off. Are you going live tomorrow? I think I am, Samantha. I may not do a live show tomorrow. I may and I may not. I really don't know right now. Because it's going to be real warm outside tomorrow, and I might go somewhere that's going to require me to drive there, and if I'm gonna drive there, I'm thinking of it's gonna take me a minute, so I may or may not go live. Y'all know I don't go live as much when it get hot outside because I be trying to live my life. Okay, I ain't trying to live my life behind a computer screen in the house all day. I got a whole world out there to live in. You know, can't hide from yourself, says I can look into someone's eyes and can tell when they're full up. Me too. I can see behind your eyes. Can't hide yourself from yourself. You're absolutely right about that. Something about Paris Milan, Rosemary Run. She's just young and stupid. You know, that's all. She's just young and stupid and she thinks she know everything when she don't know nothing at all. She ain't been alive long enough to know nothing. You know, honestly. The other girl says, right. Yes, absolutely. Have a good day, Samantha. Or Jessamine said, you can't agree 100% with anyone. Right. But I used to watch her 70% of the time. Used to watch who? Oh, Chrissy? Yeah, like I said, I like some things that she says, some things I don't. You know. But no, I don't agree 100% with anybody. Any of the time. You know what I mean? Judy May said that goes back to the whole narcissist thing. They don't feel they have any accountability. It's all about them. You're right about that, Julie May. You know. Sam said, okay, no problem. I will keep an eye out for it. Oh, okay, Samantha. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Because, you know, when I go live on the weekend, it takes forever. Like, I think last weekend, I didn't end up get offline till I think it was after 2 o'clock. Somebody said, hey, love your lives. That's right. Oh, you love my lives? Thank you, Fedora. The truth, yes, right. The truth does hurt to some people. Some people would rather hear a soft, a soft lie as opposed to the hard truth. So you're right about that, Brandy. A lot of people prefer a soft lie, as opposed to the hard truth. Because truth, reality is much harder to live in as opposed to a fantasy world. You know, People still believing in those Disney fantasies where some white knight is gonna come in some knight, black or white, some knight is gonna come in on a white horse and save the female woman, the damsel in distress, and y'all just gonna have babies and live happily ever after. When in reality, we know the relationships aren't that way at all. But if you follow for the Disney fantasy, thank you, Wanda. That's how you envision your life. You know, some great man is going to find me, great man or woman, and I'm going to live happily ever after. We're going to make babies. We're going to grow corn in the backyard, and we're going to be happy forever and ever. Amen. And in reality, we know that life is hard. Life is hard, but God is good. Do you see what I'm saying? So while you spending your time, believing in human beings that bleed and boo-boo like you do, you need to get some God in your life. Because like I said, life is hard, but God is always good. And that's the only person I rely on at the end of the day. We have to rely on ourselves and our higher power, not man. You're absolutely right. Can't hide yourself from the truth. That's who I really rely on. But young people are fearless. And young people have to grow up and go through some things to understand what really matters. And some people, young or old, never get the point. They never get the point. You know, and that's unfortunate. So yeah, that's my issue. I think that it's so unfortunate. The way that some people look to other people, to follow, or look to other people to tell them how to live their lives. Look to other people, shoot to dang near breathe. Especially here online. It's just crazy. Instead of believing in yourself, loving your higher power, like you said, whatever you want to call it, God, Buddha, somebody. You got to know that it's always somebody greater than you. But if you are a narcissist, you think that you are the greatest. You don't believe in God because you are your own God. You are your own God, and that's unfortunate. Love Chaos says, hello, Olivia in chat. Greetings from fabulous Las Vegas. My name is AJ, and I enjoy your streams. Dropping a like. Thank you, Love Chaos. No, can't look. No, you can't look to others. You cannot look to others. Because they are too lazy to invest in themselves and doing some research. I agree with that, Jelly May. I agree. I agree. I absolutely agree. And it's unfortunate. You know, you should always strive to be the best you that you can be. And that starts with believing in yourself. A lot of people focus on other people because they don't want to focus on themselves, their realities. They would rather, join your reality and believe in your reality and deal with your reality. That's another issue with the internet and all these so-called internet friends and situationships and stuff like that. You know, uh, So yeah, that's a lot of stuff that's going on around here, and it's unfortunate because this internet thing is supposed to be for entertainment. At the end of the day, we get so caught up in the other people's reality to where it's not entertaining. But honey, when I'm commenting on something or somebody, just know that it's entertainment for me. I'm trying to analyze it. I'm trying to dissect it, and that is what I call fun. You know, I wish I had some kind of invisible hovercraft to where I could just hover over the world and just take notes and sit back with my chocolate covered raisins and my cashews and just watch this thing called life. It's fascinating to me. Fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. People are fascinating to me. Some people love being a victim. Some people do love being a victim. That's true. I agree. It's fascinating. When you look at the world, and my people in particular are the most we are the most entertaining people on the planet. That's why everybody want to be us, but they don't want to be us. Ain't that something? Libra Sun said, a piece, Mickey Bricks. Libra Sun Said this sweet ma plus Tasha, sweet ma Mona plus Tasha K. Cardi saga has taught me. Yes, I'm glad you're getting a lesson out of that, Libra Sun Goddess. Absolutely. Good morning, get your life, Tamar. Maria O'Neill said, yes, ma'am. They are all hustlers. Absolutely, CSG. They're all hustlers. But you know, a hustler can't hustle everybody. You got to be willing to be hustled. In order to be hustled, you have to be open to being hustled. Me, I don't like to deal with BS. My brain shuts down to all types of BS and hustling. Cause you're not being real. And if you ain't being real with me, we have nothing in common. I'm not going to engage or take you seriously. I will analyze your butt, but will I take you seriously? No. No, I will not. Uh-uh. When you are can hide yourself since when you are by yourself, do you like your own company? That's a good question. Me too. I am my own best friend. Yes, ma'am. It's okay to interact with others. But now when it's just yeah, but know when to disengage. I agree. Good morning, ISO Jules. My eyes are wide open. I thought, no, that's right, Libra Sun Goddess. That chick Chanel says that Libra Sun Goddess right. But the scamming is getting out of hand. Well, people got to stop letting themselves be scammed. Like I said, what part are you playing in this? The part. What part are you playing in being hustled? What part are you playing in it? You know, I did a whole video about how much you enjoy. Yes, I am a solitary creature. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm a very solitary creature. I've been married for 20 years, but I'm a very solitary creature. The reason why me and my husband get along is because I'm not all wrapped up in his world, and he's not wrapped up in mine. I am a solitary creature. I don't need attention 24 hours a day because I give my own self attention. I'm my own entertainment. I crack myself up. Like Brady said, I'm very funny acting. Yes, we all like that in this family. We entertain ourselves. Do you see what I'm saying? we are we are fans of ourselves. I'm a great fan of my comedy. Cause like I said, I crack myself up. Like for real. If y'all knew me, y'all would be like, oh Lord, she is so silly. Who's she laughing at? Be like, oh girl, herself. Cause I crack myself up with some of the things that I do. Oh hell, I'm cracking myself up now. But yeah, you got to be your own best friend, man. You don't need nobody else to be your own best friend. Look in the mirror. That's your best friend right there. And look up. Your God. Your high power. You know. Come on now. Don't do that. Stop following the word. Stop following behind what the world standard is for who you have to engage with and who you have to be. Just be your own person. Just cause you want to be your own person. Just cause you like you. You know. Just be yourself just cause you like you. You don't need if you got you don't need nobody else. Brandy said I want people to be my friend, but I only want to talk once a month. If you start coming around too much, you got my Brandy. You know I know, but we different. We different. And you just straight up shady. Brandy shady, y'all like for real. She like herself a whole lot. Ooh, Love Chaos said, I subscribe. Thank you. Love this channel. Have a wonderful weekend around. Thank you, Love Chaos. Thank you. But I'm going to get off here. It is now 11:30, and I said I am not going to talk forever. So, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. I hope you will hit the like button on the way out the door. I hope you gained something from this conversation. If you have not seen the movie Us, I hope that you will go see that movie. It's very fascinating. Like we said, that movie is really a piece of abstract art. Everybody is going to get a different meaning or have some different level of understanding when it comes to that Jordan Peele movie. And I really enjoyed it. Tanya Young said, Brandy, I'm with you. Yeah, I hope you guys will watch it. Yes, have a great day. People came to my channel talking tish about how boring it is, but growing food will be relevant. It's relevant now. With all them fake net celebs be there. You right about that, Nalo. Shoot, growing food is absolutely relevant now. You're right about that. Have a great day. Yeah, you all have a great day. Great chat. Thank you, Jilly May. Or just me, y'all have a blessed day. But yeah, you guys, please have a blessed day. Like I said, if you ain't seen that movie, go see that movie. You know what I mean? It's very deep on a lot of levels. Just popping in to say hi. Thank you, Anthony. Child, I'm going to pop out. And if you haven't seen the beginning of this video when I talk about the Us movie, I hope that you guys will replay this. And if you have seen it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. My take on it, my review of it. If you haven't seen it, you might you might not want to listen to it because there's spoilers in it. You know what I mean? My review or whatever. But I was talking about a couple of things a day, just general conversation. Yes, Tanya, people got on my nerves. People get on my nerves sometimes. I just look at my phone and tell people and say, "Oh well, Brandon, you a man." That's right. Be safe, everyone. I hope you guys enjoy your day. I'm going to enjoy mine. You know what I mean? And I hope that you guys will smile. I hope that you guys will smile at somebody because when you smile, it makes you happy, and you never know whose life that you could save with just a simple smile. You never really know what somebody's going through. And just remember, when you online, try not to internalize some of this drama. Have fun with it. Laugh about it. Because these people really don't know you. They're not interacting with you on a day-to-day basis. So we gotta stop taking some of this nonsense to heart. Just sit back and enjoy it. Take it as just imagine it being a movie that you're entertained by. You know what I mean? A movie that you like a reality show like you like to rewind and play a lot. You like the reruns. Sit back and enjoy the reruns. Don't internalize it. You know what I mean? Have fun with it. That's what the internet's supposed to be. And sometimes when people get real deep and they're angry, just know that these people are angry because they're hurt. And they can't verbalize their hurt. So their hurt is coming out in anger. That's the only way they can verbalize their hurt is through anger. So a lot of these angry words and a lot of these derogatory words that we're listening to on the internet are really just, they're just hurt. They're just wrapped around hurt. They're just wrapped around a person's hurt feelings or wrapped around the hurt of somebody's trauma. So you just really have to, but your trauma doesn't have to be their trauma doesn't have to be your trauma, and you don't have to internalize their anger or their trauma. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all right, Kareem. I'm going to close anyway. So anyway, that was my last little piece of advice for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button on the way out the door. And until next time, guys, I love you guys. Keep your head up. Be strong out here. Let's have fun on this internet. Internet. I was going to say this internet. This interstate. Have fun on this interstate. Do your roast and gaggings on the internet, Lord. You know what I mean? And take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. It ain't got to be that deep. Ain't nobody got to be going around here having heart attacks and panic attacks over the internet. It ain't that deep at the end of the day. It doesn't impact your real world unless you allow it to. Okay? So that's all I got to say. I don't know if I'm going to be coming back tomorrow or not with our Saturday call-in show because I want to get out in the real world. I may try, if I do it, it'll be extra early so I can get it over with by 12 o'clock. And I might try to do that starting about 7 or 8 Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? Because we have gotten accustomed to the Saturday call-in shows, but I might have to start it a couple of hours early if I'm going to do it at all. So y'all be listening out. And then if I do my live show in the morning, Kareem and Samantha, it'll be around 7:30, starting 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, so we can get it over with, and I can go on about my day. You see what I'm saying? And so, guys, that's all I got to say for now. And until next time, have a nice day. Peace.